Without financial thinking, you won't understand the logic of financial statements, but Chinese bosses are often unwilling to step in. Did any of you sign up for a finance course? Raise your hand. Zhang Hui, you said, I'll hire a finance person. You still won't understand. Most CFOs in China aren't even qualified. If you don't learn this yourself, you'll be handicapped. You might be good at operations, but not management, because the most important thing in management is understanding reports. You need to break down every report for me, analyze them thoroughly, and explain them clearly. Only then will you truly grasp your business. But the thing is, this stuff is just too dull, even though it's actually not that hard. A lot of people aren't interested because spending money is flashy and cool. People like to do R&D, run ads, work on distribution channels. Those all involve spending money, right? Dealing with the outside world, that's great, that's interesting, and I'd want to do that too. But when it comes to management, operations, or HR, all are important, but they also cause headaches. They become the parts beneath the surface, requiring solid management skills. You can't see short-term results, and these are things you must do diligently and honestly. No one is there to motivate you for these tasks. It's really tough, but if you say, oh, I'm not good at this, so I'll just hire an HR person or a CIO, or bring in a professional manager. But if they're so capable, why would they work for you? If they're that good, they'd be running their own business. Not everyone can be like Fang Hongba, and there's only one Fang Hongba. That's still someone else's story, right? Mei Jia is impressive, giving out so much money and bonuses, but he's not just an employee, he's actually his boss. Can you pull that off? Your company isn't that big, and you don't have that kind of vision. So objectively, if you really want to learn, I still believe training in finance is what determines life and death for a business. If you haven't done it, that's on you. Yes, everything I talked about this afternoon is the same. It's all very raw and direct, but it's objective and will be helpful to you. These are actionable things, but whether you can actually do them when you go back depends on your ability to take action and your understanding. Others don't have this, right? Actually, I think it's simple. There's a second way online. You can study through the National Accounting Institute from intermediate to advanced levels, all available online. It's not difficult. First, grasp accounting and equations and master basic principles. Accounting itself is a science. It's a science and it's very simple. There are basically just three main statements. You can understand all of it. The key issue is that it can be a bit dull. If you haven't gotten started, you might find it confusing. How do you adjust and interpret assets equaling liabilities plus equity? It can definitely be a bit of a barrier. How is accounting, which seems dry, actually applied? How do you do it if it's not just formulas? You need some memory, but after you've done it enough, you'll understand, you'll get it. So what is real sales revenue? What is real net profit? That's also very simple. As a boss, you can understand the financial statements your accountant prepares for you. To be honest, I'd say most of you probably can't understand them. Even those with an accounting background, most of them can't really understand it. If you don't understand, you're at risk. If your accountant says something like, "Boss, let me help you with some tax avoidance," you should definitely get rid of that accountant, you know? Because they're just telling you what you want to hear, taking advantage of human weaknesses, you know? Because then they have something on you, they can just take your records to the tax bureau and report you, and you could end up in jail, you know? That's bad. Accountants like that, you know, the ones who say things like that, you definitely need to get rid of them. But if you have an accountant who tells you, "Boss, this isn't right," that's the one you should keep because they're a good person. He's making the right choice for you, so you absolutely must not say a third thing. If you say, "Hey, you all do the books for me, pay this tax," all your employees will look down on you, especially that accountant. They'll look down on you and you'll have no credibility in the company, you know? That's just human nature. Whether you want to hear it or not, that's the reality.